And there you go, we are in, we are live. Now Kim is here, now my computer's throwing up loads of messages at me, turn them off. How are we doing? I made it. It was almost touch and go that I would make it tonight. I've been out today, shopping in a Trafford Centre. Archie, hello to you, good evening. Hitesh, my man, is here. Hitesh is here. Tracy is here. Oh, this is great. We're getting a bit of a full house again. This is nice to see. Yeah, I've been out doing a bit of shopping today. Asper is here as well. Hello everybody, are you plugged in tonight? I am, Kim. I just did it as I came on live there. I started the broadcast without plugging the USB cable in, but now we are on the way to becoming fully charged. To those who are watching this on the replay, hello, I appreciate you. Thank you for spending some time with us. If you want to watch more replays, guys, and you just stumbled across this Periscope randomly, then get yourself over to actonthis.tv and then click on Periscope in the menu, and you can watch the previous, like, 40 odd, I think, Periscopes that we've done so far. Hello, Nina, great to see you. Laura is joining us now. Awesome. Kim, I've not got a coffee. I'm on a fruit tea again because I had a coffee in the Trafford Centre. Hey Archie, how are we doing? I had a pumpkin spice latte earlier on to get in the, what is it, like, it's the Halloween, isn't it, really, pumpkins. I'm not a massive, like, I don't go into Halloween that much. Let me know whether you celebrate, like, Halloween massively or not. Again, Kim, yes, and it's a fruit tea, it doesn't really taste that fruity. Hinks, hello to you. Hinks hasn't been here before, I've not recognised your name. David, I don't recognise your name either. Let us know where you are viewing from. It's nice to know where people are viewing from. Then tonight, guys, we're going to look at our comfort zone. So for those who don't know me, by the way, my name's Ross. There's a few new people on here tonight. Nina's saying I'm a milk tray man because she's seen some pictures that I did, some promo pictures for an upcoming mindset course that I've done called Bulletproof Actor. She puts the lights out. I think that, Laura, I think that was you. I couldn't see who it was. It says it put the lights out for Halloween. Have you been at Apple again, Ross? I've not actually, but I was very tempted to buy the iPad so I could do more scopes as opposed to just from my phone. I'm waffling. I'm going off on one. Kim loves Halloween. She'll be doing a special Halloween show on radio on Saturday. We'll let people know where they can tune in, Kim. People might be able to tune in and listen to you. But yeah, I was in the Trafford Centre today, and a few things happened that spawned tonight's scope. It sounds so simple, but when we talk about comfort zones, guys, and getting out of our comfort zones, I think some people think that means really big steps, you know, to take, like massive steps. You know, people say life begins at the end of your comfort zone, which is true. northhighlandradio.co.uk for Kim, if you want to listen to a Halloween special on Saturday night. Let us know the time of that, Kim. And people think, yeah, comfort zone has to be something that's huge and that they've got to go and jump out of a plane, you know, get out of their comfort zone. I don't want to talk about those kind of comfort zones because I don't think that is the be-all and end-all. Today, I went to the Trafford Centre. This sounds so ridiculous, but I'm going to share it with you because I don't mind, because I love you guys. I went to just buy some clothes, literally just buy some clothes. I haven't, 9 AM until midday for Kim's radio show. I want a new winter wardrobe, right? Autumn winter wardrobe. I haven't bought clothes for a long time, and I am completely behind the times when it comes to fashion, right? I don't know about you, give me some hearts if you see people on TV and you look at them and go, God, that looks great on them, but it'd never look right on me. That's just not my thing. I could never look like that. It just doesn't suit me, right? Because I do this all the time, and I wear very kind of similar stuff all the time. I've not really ever been a slave to fashion as such, but the days of my youth are gone where I would go out every week and buy new clothes to go out in. I don't really go out clubbing or drinking much anymore because I'm always in scoping with you guys. So I went to the Trafford Centre. No, none of my clothes match this, Kim. I went to the Trafford Centre today to buy some clothes, and I met up for a coffee with a fellow student who was at the same drama school as me. She's a little bit older than me, Kate. Beautiful, lovely woman, awesome woman, who, like me, well, Kate makes her own kind of style, really, and her own kind of fashion. So I was like, Kate, you seem to be able to do that for yourself. Come and help me after we've had this coffee to buy some clothes that I would not normally kind of wear. And I was forced by Kate to try stuff on that on the peg. Who does this? Goes in, picks something up and goes, oh, I don't know about that. And then you see it on like a mannequin in an outfit and you go, actually, it looks all right when you pair it with this, this and this. And then you try it on and it looks completely different on than it does when you just got it on the peg, you know. It looks very different when it's on a hanger to when it's on the person. and tried some stuff on that I would never have tried on my own. It was way out of my comfort zone. And I know it's only a small thing, clothes, right? It's not like, I'm not going and jumping out of an aeroplane or doing anything mental. And you never try stuff on, Kim. Well, this is the thing, right? Because I would never try stuff on because I had a limiting belief in my mind that I couldn't look like that mannequin, or I couldn't look like that guy in the catalogue or that guy on the poster wearing those clothes, because that was his job, and you know, and that's just what he does, and that's not my style, and I'd never feel comfortable in that because it was out of my comfort zone. I tried stuff on today that I never would have tried on before because Kate made me do it. And I came home and I'd bought nearly all of it. And it was liberating to go, wow, I stepped out of my comfort zone on something that was such a small factor. It's just clothes. This is not $1 million moments. But it actually opened up a whole new world of kind of like a belief in what I can look like in clothes, I guess. And like some stuff I thought, this looks really good, and I would never have tried it on. So tonight I want to talk about 7 small ways you can break out of your comfort zone. Trying new clothes on. It doesn't actually come up in this, but that should be one of them. Well done. Always good to try something new. It was, honestly, it was good, and maybe I'll model some new outfits for you some nights. I'm gonna have some more promotional shots done for Bulletproof Actor as well soon, and I'll be wearing some of these clothes, so you'll get to see some of the outfits. But the things that I would not typically wear, but actually now it's kind of like opened up a whole new kind of horizon to go, actually, you know what, in future I'm going to be a bit more adventurous. I'm going to try some stuff on that I wouldn't normally try on, because it just might work. So tonight, guys, what I wanted to do is look at these. Welcome to the joys of retail therapy. And it made me feel nice spending some money, Nina. It did, I must admit. Spent far too much, but it was nice. So we're looking at 7 small ways to break out of your comfort zone. You can download the slides of these if you're watching the replay. You can download the slides on actonthis.tv. If you're watching the video on actonthis.tv, just click on the PDF link below the player now and you can download these, so you don't need to worry about it. If you want to take screenshots of these tonight, guys, if you're watching this live, then take some screenshots when you're doing that. So these are all little things, and there's 7 of them. Kim's happy about the slides. I like the slides. There's 7 of them for a reason, because ideally I'd like you to do one of these for the next week. If we were doing this scope on a Sunday, we don't scope on Sundays, I would say, right, from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday till the next week, let's do one of these. So we'll catch up now next Monday, but I want you to do each of these if you can on each day, but definitely for the next 2 days minimum, choose just 2 of these things. You have to do them in order, and then we'll catch them on Wednesday night scope to see who did what and how it made you feel. Okay, there's some things in here that I do quite regular, some things in here that I've never done, and I got a lot of these things from an article that I read a few months back. I don't know where I got it from, so I can't give it credit, but I made some notes of these things, so I can't take full credit for coming up with these things. Some of these were from this article as well. I'll try and find a link to that if I can, so that I can give them credit for it. Number 1, who's ever done this? Perform a random act of kindness. This is brilliant, okay? You've probably heard of this before and it's quite cliched, but seriously, until you do it, you won't know what it feels like. Is there a better way to start your week by breaking free of your comfort zone to do something kind for a stranger? I think not. Random acts of kindness are awesome. They make another person's day start off great and honest. And honestly, who doesn't need a mood booster on a Monday morning? Well, we had Monday morning, but do this on Tuesday morning if you want. There's also huge benefits for you too, okay? By doing kind-hearted things for others and expecting nothing in return. So you don't want anything, not even a thanks, praise. You know, you just quietly do amazing stuff on your own. You feel great about it. It's time to break out of your comfort zone and do something thoughtful for a stranger. So I started doing this a while back. I don't know about you, but I'm a big fan of Starbucks. So I'm part of Starbucks loyalty scheme. Every drink you buy, you get a stamp. Every 15 stamps, you get a free drink, whatever you want. It can be a large of anything. It can be small, medium, just literally any drink you want. Other coffee brands are available, but I'm a bit of a fan of Starbucks. What I started doing is every time I got a 15th stamp and I got a free drink, I would effectively in my mind go, well, it's not cost me anything. Okay, well it has, but I was going to buy those drinks anyway. So this is a free one. When I get that at the till, because it comes up on my phone and goes, you've earned a reward, I will turn around, and if there's somebody behind me in the queue, I will say, with my order, and I'll also have whatever this gentleman or whatever this lady wants. And they're like, what? And I'm like, there's no strings attached. I'm not asking you out on a date. You don't have to have your coffee with me. I know it's a bit weird, but I get these stamps on my phone. It's completely free, and I'd love you if, you know, it'd be a privilege for me if I could buy you a drink. And then you say, you don't have to do this, but what might be nice for you is if you know, the money you've saved on today's drink, don't do it now, but maybe another day through the week, you turn to the person behind you in the queue and you buy them a drink. And then you give them the option, they don't have to do it, to carry on the chain as well. And then you never know how many people are going to carry on doing this thing that you've started off. So you could start a chain reaction off that's just going to brighten somebody's day up, countless people along the way, and it's cost me nothing to do because I've just got it for free. So that's my random acts of kindness that I do regularly. Occasionally, the other day there was a guy who came into Pret a Manger in Piccadilly train station, and he was a very, very polite man. He was homeless. You could tell he was homeless, genuinely. He smelled quite bad and he was quite dirty. I don't think it was a con, but he was just politely asking people if they had any change, and people were brushing him off and making him feel worthless. And I heard these people behind me doing this, and he was being really, really polite, and I just thought, you know what? I said, mate, don't ask them anymore. And I'm not telling you this for praise and go, look how great I am. I just want to tell you how it made me feel. I said, don't ask anybody else. I said, what do you want? I said, let me buy you lunch. It would be a privilege if you would let me buy you your dinner. And honestly, I had heart bleed. You know what he said to me? I mean, I offered him anything. You know, he could have had a sandwich and some soup and a drink or anything like that. He actually said, he called me sir. He started going, oh my God. He was stuttering. He didn't know what to say because I don't think anybody ever kind of offered him anything before. And he actually said, well, would it be all right if I had a drink? And I was going, well, of course it would be all right if you had a drink. I just said you can have whatever you want. What do you want? Do you want a sandwich or do you want anything like that? And he went, what do you think? Would it be all right if I had a banana? And I was like, honestly, my heart was just bleeding. I was going, oh my God, like you can have anything. And all he wanted was a banana and a bottle of Coke. And he looked so made up that someone had actually acknowledged him as a human being, as opposed to just going, do one, mate, you know, whatever. People in Pret's not cheap. They can afford to give him 50p, but nobody did. They just kept palming him off, making up rubbish excuses why they couldn't help somebody. And some people will go, oh, well, Ross, you're just a mug because he's a con artist. He's going to go and get outside, get changed into his suit and get into his Ferrari and drive off because he just begs all day. You know what? I'm not bothered. That isn't for me to worry about. If somebody asks me for help, I will give them help, whether they've asked me for it or whether I decide I'm going to do a random act of kindness, because, you know, it's not for me to judge. That's for them to live with if that's what they're doing. But if somebody reaches out and says, I need your help, I'm going to help them. So just have a think about how you can do that. I've bought a homeless person lunch, and during the hot summer I bought loads of water for them too. It's just really nice, Kim, to kind of, and we're not doing it to go, look how great I am, oh, I really want, you know, ideally at random acts of kindness, you keep them to yourself, and you just, you know, you do it without asking for anything. Great attitude, says Archie. Cheers, Archie. I think it is, honestly. I don't think people need to worry about whether people are genuine or not. If somebody asks you for help, just give them help, and that's for them to deal with if they're not genuine. It's not your problem. But it's just, you know, it's just nice to know that actually you've impacted somebody's life in a positive manner, and if you hadn't have done it, maybe nobody else would have done. And that can be really simple things like smiling at somebody, saying hello. It doesn't have to be monetary. You don't have to buy anybody anything. Not bragging, just aging. It's a lovely thing. No, it's just saying, I think you mean, Kim, not just aging. Hopefully you're not aging too quickly. You're just saying. But no, it's just nice. It's just really, really nice. And that will get you out of your comfort zone, because there was a minute where I had to think, do I stand up in front of these people and offer to buy this man lunch and potentially look like I'm doing it as for attention or whatever? But I thought, no, sod it. I'm going to do it because I'm doing it for the right reason. I'm not doing it for attention or significance. I'm doing it because this guy's asked for help and you're not giving it him. And I believe what goes around comes around. I do as well. Totally do, Kim. Totally do. So that's number one. Number two, and these are all dead simple things, guys. Like I said, these are not $1 million things. I did this today as well. Start all your taste buds. Okay, breaking out of your comfort zone can literally start in your very own kitchen. It can start as simply as experimenting with a new spice. Why not progress to try an entirely new foods, and perhaps something totally exotic as well? You know, totally exotic foods too. Some you might love, others not so much. That's okay. How will you ever know if you don't try them? The key is to start playing with different flavours and expand your palate. Instead of mindlessly creating the same boring meals from recipes you've used repetitively for years, start experimenting. I chose to have a green juice today. I drink quite a bit of green juice anyway, but I normally just stick to things that are kind of like, that sound nice, that have like apples in and lime. There was one today that I looked at the label and went, what? Celery, ginger, kale. Some of the stuff I was going, this isn't going to be very nice. But I thought, you know what? And it was £3.50. I was going, this is a bit of a gamble here. But I'm going to talk about comfort zones tonight. Let's get out of my comfort zone. Bought it, loved it. Didn't think I would like it. Would never have known. Will probably buy it over what I always used to buy next time I go in that place. Today is starting juicing with Jason Bale. Nina says, "Yuck, Nina, I had the exact same reaction when I read the label. Honestly, try it though. It's called Mina Greener, I think. Again, it's in Pret. They do it, or Greener Mina or Mina Greener, one of the two. They do one that sounds very sweet and fruity, another one that sounds very vegetable-y and not very nice. But it's actually really nice because it's sweetened quite a lot with lime. But I got out of my comfort zone." Oh, it says I have. So maybe you've tried that game, you don't like it, Nina. I thought it was lovely though. I thought it was all right, and it felt fresh and like I was receiving goodness. Archie, let us know in the Facebook group about your juicing. I'm really kind of like interested in it because there's a lot of benefits with the vitamins that might be able to help out my eyes. Particularly with carrots and stuff like that. I know it's an old wives' tale that carrots are good for your eyes, but genuinely I've been reading some stuff that says carrot juice concentrated can be really good for your eye health. So I'm interested in that. If you're not part of the Bulletproof Actor Facebook group as well, if you're watching this on the replay, get over to facebook.com/groups/Bulletproof Actor and request to join. I will allow you access. Well, not that I'm like the gatekeeper, but it's a secret group, so you've got to request to join. 3, I've said this to you before on one other scope. I don't know if anyone did it. Kelly's obsessed. Should be some points. Yeah, let us know. Definitely get Kelly involved as well. 3, a little bit like what we said a minute ago on what we're talking about, the random acts of kindness. Strike up conversation with somebody. Okay, strike up a conversation with someone you either never talk to, whether that's a stranger or an acquaintance. As always, be safe. Don't do this at night in a dark alley, that would just be a bit weird. But feeling awkward and not sure, about what to talk about, sometimes people go, I can't do that because I don't know, I don't know what to say. Just pay people a compliment, better yet, tell them that their kids are super cute. Everyone likes that. I always see people, walking past new moms and things, go, oh, look at him, he's amazing, or, babies and things like that. People love that. And they don't think that's like weird or anything to say. So it's an easy way to start a conversation with somebody. You never know who you'll meet. There are likely a lot of amazing people around you every day that you don't speak to. Does catching a spider count? Because I've literally just done it. If you hate spiders, Kim, that's probably out of your comfort zone. Yeah, definitely. But striking up a conversation. Who is tuning in from the south? Anybody? I think there's a lot of us from the north. But when I get on the tube in London, nobody wants to speak. Literally, it amazes me every time that there's probably 100 people in a carriage and it can be silent. It can be absolutely silent. Nina, you. So yeah, and whereas up north, I think there's a little bit more of a tendency for people to kind of speak, even if they're just moaning. But I will quite often, particularly when I use public transport, speak to people if I have to get on a train and it's very busy, and you kind of do that little awkward thing where you go, oh, any chance I can just squeeze in here? And then you go, oh gosh, it's really packed, isn't it? And they go, oh yeah, this train's always bad in the morning. Oh, is it? Well, what other trains do you get? And you just kind of build up some conversation. The north of Scotland, Kim says, is like that. Scottish people, my dad was Scottish, yeah, they're very vocal. I talk to everyone. It's a northern thing, says Laura. I think striking up conversations is great. I've met people often in Starbucks, I should start doing something sponsored by Starbucks. But in coffee shops, particularly when people have come to sit next to you because there's not other spaces, you can't help but overhear their conversations and you get into conversations with them. I try and smile at least if people don't want to talk. Yeah, just, connect with people, making a connection. It will take you out of your comfort zone because sometimes, if it's someone of the opposite sex, you'll think, oh God, I think I'm hitting on them. But you just, genuinely being nice. Talk to anyone, me. Says Tracy. Tracy will talk to anybody. I can vouch for that. Sometimes I wish I hadn't. Sometimes, yeah. I mean, I used to always, when I used to get the bus a lot of places, I'd always attract the slightly tapped person who would get on the back of the bus and just, was a little bit crazy, so we say, and he would always talk to me or come and sit next to me. But I would humour them. It didn't matter. I would always seem to attract those kinds of people. But I think striking up conversation definitely gets you out of your comfort zone. It's something that you might think, oh, I'm going to feel a bit awkward about. But the more you do it, the easier you find it, and the more easy you will find just connecting with new people that come into your lives. So the next time you go to a networking event, you're going to find it easier to talk to people if you do it on a daily basis. So that's number 3. Number 4, this is something I thought about before. And I thought, I hardly ever say this. Say, I love you. I love you guys, by the way. How often do we tell our friends and family members how much we love and appreciate them? I'll give you the answer: not enough. Life is short, and too often it ends abruptly. Even if your family isn't overly emotional and doesn't talk about things, get out of your comfort zone and tell your loved ones how much you care about them. It doesn't matter if your words are written in a letter, spoken over the phone, you know, or shared in person. Just get your thoughts out of your head and share with them, share them with those who are dearest to you. Thanks, Laura. Everyone's going to say it on the scope now. I've said to a few people, you know, my family were not overly emotional at all like that, and you know, I think particularly for boys, you know, there's me, my brother, and my dad. It was a very kind of like, you know, testosterone filled family, I guess. My mum was the only kind of female, and my mum would tell us as kids she loved us all the time and that kind of thing. But as guys, I find it quite difficult to kind of say. It always went without saying it, and I think I told my dad I loved him literally once. I can think of one time, and he's no longer here, so I can't tell him anymore. And I wish I had probably said it more, and I make a very conscious effort now to tell people I appreciate them a lot, and that, you know, that I really value their, you know, I value so much you guys coming on every night and spending some time with us and things. I try and make people realise how much I kind of appreciate them and value them being around. But I don't think that for whatever reason sometimes we tell people enough, you know, the love we have for them and that kind of thing. My kids and I always end our phone calls with "I love you." Yeah, cheers, Archie. I never do that, Nina. We just never, you know, never kind of done it. It's something that I try much harder to kind of do. I don't know where it kind of comes from, but you know, I just wasn't brought up necessarily as a bloke to share that much. It's that generation, mine are the same. I tell them hugs, I never get them. We should all just go around hugging people, random strangers, random acts of kindness, tell everybody we love them. But I think it's really true, and it will get you out of your comfort zone as well, because it's something that we don't say enough. And people, you know, are maybe afraid to say it. But, you know, you can love people in so many different ways. You know, you tell people that you love them doesn't mean that you are in love with them. It's very, very different, isn't it? So, yeah, do that more. Definitely gets you out of your comfort zone. So that's number 4. Number 5, take one baby step. Couldn't get the research for this. This was straight out of this article that I talked about because it's American. So it says, according to the author Joseph Epstein, 81% of Americans feel that they have a book in them. I don't know if that's the same for the UK people, but it's probably similar. There are hundreds of millions of people who apparently aspire to write. If you're one of them, start today by setting tiny goals. We talked about goals before, but you know, if you dream to write a book, just write 2 sentences of it today. And this isn't all just going towards your acting career and that kind of thing. You know, if you have a different aspirations, take a baby step in a different direction. If you want to go back to school, you know, sign up for a class this term. If you want to eventually run a marathon, it's something that I set out to do in 2009, and I started literally by just walking half a mile here and there, just for, you know, 5-10 minutes a day. Now I run marathons for fun because I never thought I'd be able to, but I've got to that point where I can. You just need to start putting one foot in front of the other. So it doesn't have to be massive, daunting things to get you out of your comfort zone. Just do something that's small, that you don't need to, you know, to do that's huge. It's going to really scare you. But something that you might have on the back burner that you've thought, you know what, this is maybe even away from my acting career, away from anything else that I want to do. There's just something that I fancy. Just think about how you can take yourself out of that comfort zone, because maybe like me, ridiculously not wanting to try them clothes on because I thought they're not going to suit me, they're going to look ridiculous, I'm not going to get away with it. And I would never have done it had Kate not said, put that on and put that on. And I put it on and went, oh, it kind of looks alright. I would never have done it. Maybe there's something that you want to do, but you just think, no, limiting belief about that. It's not me, it's not me, I'd never do that. Think about it. Take yourself out of your comfort zone just a little bit by just doing a tiny thing towards it first of all. It doesn't have to be big. If you want to run a marathon, trust me, it'll be one of the best things you have ever done in your life. It'll be one of the most memorable days. I've run 3 now. Each one has been one of the most memorable, best days of my entire life. Such an experience. You meet so many people, go through so many emotions. The training, you know, gives you the discipline you need. You can apply to so many other areas of your life. It's just one of the best things you can do. But you start off by literally just going for a walk for 10 minutes. I couldn't run 1 mile in 2009 without stopping. You know, now every Sunday I go and run 13.1, a half marathon. just because I can, you know, just to keep my fitness up, and it's not a struggle. Some weeks it's a struggle if it's freezing cold. When's the Manchester 10K, Ross? The Manchester 10K normally actually is in April. But what a great thing to start off on. If you think a marathon would be too daunting, the Manchester 10K, the Bulletproof 10K in Manchester is the closest thing you'll get atmosphere-wise to a marathon. It's phenomenal, and it's one of the most celebrated 10Ks on the planet. All the top athletes come and do it because it's a really flat course, so they can get great times on it. But yeah, 10 miles is 10K is 6.2 miles. So if you started out now, started off the first week in November, you'd have the whole November, December, January, February, March, April. You'd have 6 months. All you need to do is within that first month get yourself to fitness where you can run 1 mile non-stop. Second month, by the end of that next 4 weeks, get yourself to the point where you can run 2 miles. By the end of that 6 month, the week before you actually do it for real, you should be at the point where you can run 6 miles without stopping. You've only got to do 6.2. Adrenaline on the day will carry you that extra 2. It's amazing. Do it, because it will give you the discipline in training, particularly if you get sponsored by a charity, because people will be relying on you to raise money for a great cause. So when I first started doing it, I did it for a few charities, blind charities and guide dogs and things like that. And when I was running and really struggling, I would think of those people who couldn't run and couldn't do what I was doing because they didn't have the sight to do it. And I was like, this is a complete, it's disrespectful for me as somebody who has the sight to do this now, to not use it to help people who don't. Me and Kel are thinking of doing it for MND. Just do it, Archie. Don't even think about it. I want you to sign up for it, and then I want you to post the registration form when it says congratulations, you've got your place on the Facebook group. Don't even think about doing it. Just do it. Remember what I said. Just do what you say you're going to do. Just do it. Do it. Good. He's doing it. It gives Archie some hearts. He's doing it. He's going to do the 10K. Archie, seriously, you'll get the bug for it, mate, as well. And it'll lift you in so many areas of your life. Fitness, you'll feel better, you know, you'll get in better shape, you'll think more about what you're putting into your body. It will be a game changer for you. Okay, number 6, that's number 5, take baby steps. Number 6, pleasure, Archie, is scan the ads, okay? And I mean this, like, look through your newspaper and your local community education flyer. So you'll always get, like, the local newspaper. We have one here where I live in Urmston called The Messenger, I think it's called. Are there any upcoming events or classes that pique your interest? You know, taking a class, even if it's just a couple of hours, can take you right out of your comfort zone if it's something completely new to you. I'll sponsor you, Archie, says Kim. I'm a huge supporter of MND charity. Yeah, we'll all sponsor you, Archie. I'll sponsor you, mate. By learning a new skill, you just might stumble upon another major passion in your life. We all know we're passionate about acting, guys, but it can't, I've said this before, it's not for me the be all and end all in terms of I need other things in my life. It will never be enough. It'll be a major part of my life, but I need other passions. So find what the other passion is. Plus, you can meet new people, strike up conversation, and perform a random act of kindness on them. So you can fulfill like 4 of these things by just going out and scanning the ads. It's a personal charity, thanks, Ross. No, honestly, Archie, do it, mate. You'll love it, and you'll know you're doing great. You're great for others. So scan those papers. Sometimes in the supermarket you go in, you'll see those local boards, and it might have something coming up. You know, God, it could be something mental. I don't know, glass blowing, you know, line dancing, something crazy that's not remotely associated with your career. Chris Stone Films is here. Chris, great to see you. I got your voicemail, mate, earlier on. Not had a chance to call you back yet, but it'll probably be a bit late after this, but I'll call you in the morning, mate. Thanks for the voicemail. But yeah, scan the ads, see what's going on out there, what you can get involved with. It only has to pique your interest a little bit. I'm not saying this is something that you're going to do forever. It's just getting you out of your comfort zone to go and try something new, meet new people. You don't know who you're going to meet, do you? You don't know what you're going to be able to do. It's just going to get you out of your comfort zone and get you more used to being, you know, stretching yourself a little bit more. I want to go to a unicycle class. Well, do it, Kim. Just do it. Don't talk about it. Let's just do it. Google it straight after this. Unicycle classes, wherever you are, and just book yourself onto one. Honestly, just go and do it. It's 2 hours out of your life or whatever. If you find you love it, you'll go the next week and so on and so on, and you might create a brilliant skill that you start off good at, you become great at, and it becomes a unique ability of yours. You know, we looked at that before in other scopes, but just go and do something. You know, you're never going to find out whether you like it unless you try it. So that's number 6, scan the ads. Number 7 is ironic because we're all on a Periscope, but number 7 is unplug. I need to do this more. It's something I'm not very good at, but in today's always on society where we have instant access to all kinds of information and we're constantly connected to social media, it can be uncomfortable to turn it off. Give me some hearts if you find it uncomfortable to turn it off. Yet disconnecting from your phone and internet can spark the connection with others and give you time to reflect. Many people have continual fear of missing out. This is what I have. Continual fear of missing out by going, I don't know what's going on social media, but if I miss something, and are always attached to their devices. Can you live without social media for a day? Just turn it off for a day, but not at 10 o'clock if we're on a scope day. Is it really that important for you to know what your friend from 20 years ago had for breakfast? I don't think so, but that's the sort of stuff sometimes that I'll see on my Facebook wall, and I'll read it, and I'll go, well, I've just read that. Don't need to know that, I've just wasted time. But unplug sometimes, that'll get you out of your comfort zone. It takes me out of my comfort zone because I come back to like 200 emails, and I'm like, oh, what have I missed, what have I missed? Sometimes it's nice. It was nice today to just go out to the traffic centre, spend time with somebody where I wasn't checking my phone or what was going on, you know, and I just kind of unplugged and disconnected. But it does get you out of your comfort zone if it's something that you're very used to. So like I say, slightly ironic that we're on a Periscope. So let's recap back 7 to 1. I want you to choose 2 things now that you're going to do, one tomorrow, one on Wednesday, and then we're going to talk about it on Wednesday night. Well, we're going to do a little recap before whatever it is we talk about in the main. So choose 2 of these and let me know which 2 you're going to do once I've gone through the countdown. So number 7 was unplug. Are you going to live without social media for one day? Let me know what that's like. You could do that tomorrow because we're not going to be scoping. 2, scan the ads. Well, 6 it is. Scan the ads. Find something, a class, whatever it is that piques your interest, that you're going to go and try out, that's going to take you out of your comfort zone, something completely new to you. Number 5 was just take one baby step. So whatever that is towards your main goal that might be overwhelming, that takes you out of your comfort zone. If it's writing a book, just write 2 sentences of that book. If it's to run a marathon or a 10K Archie, just go out and just see what it's like to walk a mile tomorrow. Get it on your phone on GPS and just actually learn what a mile is, how far a mile is, because that's a really amazing thing when you're first starting off running, to appreciate actually just how far a mile is. Go and do that. You don't need to run the full 10K tomorrow, just go and figure out what a mile is. Number 4, say I love you to someone who you don't say it enough, or you've never said it to. And it doesn't mean you're in love with them, but just let people know around you appreciate them and you love with them, and that, you know, and that you love them and you know, they mean something to you, because we don't do that enough. That will get you out of your comfort zone. 3, strike up a conversation randomly on a train, at a bus stop, in the office if you work in an office and there's someone you've never spoken before, at the water cooler, wherever it is. Get yourself out of your comfort zone, strike up a conversation. You don't know the amazing people around you who you just pass over on a day-to-day basis. Number 2, start your taste buds. This is one that everybody really wants to do because it means eating or drinking. Try some foods that you've never tried before. Cook something you've never cooked before. Something you think is maybe beyond your skill level. Do a souffle. They're supposed to be hard. I've never done one. But do something that you think, you know, could end in disaster, but just try it. Get a cake that you see online, a fantastic design, and try and emulate it. Take a picture of your version next to theirs. They're always hilarious. Try that out. And number 1, one of my favourite ones, perform a random act of kindness. So whether that's turning around at somebody in Starbucks and buying them their drink, and then asking them if they do it for someone else later on in the week, or, you know, buying a homeless person a sandwich, or you know, just complimenting somebody, or, you know, and what else can you do for people? Helping somebody with their pram up a flight of stairs. You know, whatever it is, form a nice random act of kindness. So let me know your 2 things, guys. What 2 things are you going to do tomorrow and Wednesday? And I'll try and remember so I can hold you accountable when we come back on the scope on Wednesday night. Let me know now, whilst I sort these out, which your 2 are going to be. I'll choose 2 as well. I'm not gonna stay out of this. I choose. So I always do random acts of kindness because I love that. So I won't do that because that's something that I'm used to doing. Start your taste buds. Right. I don't cook. I'm gonna cook something I've never cooked before and post a picture of it. Or I'm gonna bake something I've never baked before and post a picture of it. Strike a conversation. I do that. Take baby steps. Right, scan the ads. I'm going to scan the ads and I'm going to sign up for a class that I've never done before. Random acts of kindness and start on my taste buds. Excellent, Kim. So I want pictures of you starting your taste buds, and you can tell us about your acts of kindness. Nina's going to do random acts of kindness and strike up a conversation. Awesome. You can maybe even parry that into the same thing, Nina, which would be great. Let us know what other people are going to do. Chris Stone, are you still here? What are you going to do, pal? Do a salsa, amazing. Do a salsa class and tell my family I love it. Brilliant. Salsa's great, you know. I see people doing it, and that's something that I've gone, nah, I probably don't have the rhythm to do that. Maybe I should do that as my scan the ads. I'll see if there's any salsa classes in the area. fruity, gets me out of my comfort zone. Come on, what are you going to do, Archie? Let us know. I'm not going to end the scope till you've till you've told me. I'm going to stalk you if you leave the scope. 36 minutes past 10. Take baby steps and tell my family. Right, okay, well, what's the baby step? Is it for the 10K? Is that what you're going to do? Because the first baby step towards the 10K will be signing up for it. Because that doesn't even require any physical outlay whatsoever. So for you, Archie, go to Booper 10K, Manchester. It's about £30, I think. Sign up tonight if you can afford it. And go to the gym for Laura. Bring you to try Serok dancing. What's that? I don't even know what that is. I've never even heard of it. I'll try another green juice too. Yeah, Nina, honestly, try. You must have, maybe you had that Me and the Greener one from Pret a Manger, but it was really nice. It was great. I really want to get into juicing because I think it's good. I think the health benefits will be fantastic. So let us know, Archie, is that baby step thing, is that the 10K? I hope it is, because I know running changed my life, gave me a lot of discipline and made me feel like a machine at times. It's a combination of swing and salsa. Serok. Oh yeah. My bridle path is 2 miles. I'm going to run it in the morning. Amazing. And don't, you know what, mate, if you start off running and you have to walk and then run a bit and then walk and then run a bit, if you're just starting off, that's brilliant and that is absolutely fine. Don't look at it as you have to run the whole way, and if you don't run the whole way, it's some kind of failure and you can't do it. I couldn't run a mile when I first started. You know, a year down the line, I was running 26.2 miles in a marathon. A year after that, I ran 2 marathons in a week. And I was just in your position when I first started off. I couldn't do it. Unplug for Tracy. She's going to unplug. Do unplugging tomorrow, Tracy, because I'm not on a scope. I hate running. Can I swim it? Yeah, of course you can. I can't swim very well. I can swim quite far, but very slowly. I always do breaststroke. I'm not particularly a strong swimmer. Running is a bit of a forte of mine. I'm very strong at running, but swimming, I don't think I've got the coordination for it. But yeah, that's awesome. Definitely. So yeah, unplug, Nina. And then what else? Who was it? Who said unplug? Was it Nina or was it Tracy who said unplug? Kim can't swim at all. Well, maybe Kim, you want to take up if that's out your comfort zone, take a swimming class. You know, they do adult swimming classes. Nothing to be ashamed of if you're an adult and you can't swim. You know, some people just don't learn as a kid. Tracy. So Tracy said unplug. And what's the other one, Tracy? I'm better at swimming, running not good. You'll get good at running though, Laura. If you try it, you'll get better. I'm not great at swimming, but I know if I went every day, I'd get much better and better. Okay, I'll go running. Everyone's going running. Maybe we should have a Bulletproof running club at some point. We can all go for a run. But do it. Let's just think of, and there might be other ways, you can get out of your comfort zone. But share them with people on the Facebook group and tweet me them. I'd love it. You tweet me, just been for a 10K or whatever, 2K or whatever it is. Tracy doesn't know yet. Let's see what you could do, Tracy. So you're going to unplug, Tracy. I imagine you probably do random acts of kindness all the time, Tracy, because I know what you like. How about you startle your taste buds? Why don't you make you and your husband something you've never made before? It would be mainly walking quickly instead. Walking quickly is fine, Laura. Honestly, it's absolutely fine. Yeah, Tracy, maybe you just make something crazy. A whole different type of cuisine you've never cooked for your husband before, and then go, right, we're going to have a sit-down meal where I've made something mental, and I'll tell you I love you, and I'll do a random act of kindness. Curry, make a curry. I've never done that. Honestly, my culinary skills are just pointless. So that's why I'm gonna do that. I'm absolutely gonna make something, and I'm gonna scan the ads and see if I can sign up to something that I've never done before, and I will take pictures of it when I've done it and post it to you guys. Indoor skydiving is brilliant, guys. Did that not long ago. A place called Air Kicks in Manchester. You might have one of the Air Kick centres near you, but you can go and skydive indoors. So you're in this big wind tunnel and you literally just kind of fly on your front, and then they take you up 50 feet in the tunnel and bring you back down and stuff. It's amazing. It's amazing. That takes you out your comfort zone because you're like, oh my god, I'm flying. How am I even in the air? Mental. But do it. I think that's amazing, and I really look forward to hearing what people have to say. So that's tonight's scope. I just thought, I got out of my comfort zone a couple of times today in ways that were tiny but actually had a big impact in my life. So I think the small ways, sometimes the little ways, can be just as powerful as the big ways. and they're a lot easier to do, a lot more achievable. So let's get out of our comfort zones more often, and see where it takes us. So thanks so much for watching. We're looking forward to the fashion show. Yeah, awesome. I'll do a little fashion show. Thanks for the challenge, Ross. Honestly, Kim, pleasure. It's great. I think it's nice that we're all doing this together and just trying new stuff out. I start filming all of Bulletproof Actor tomorrow, guys. Very excited about. I'll be tweeting pictures of that. I don't know if you've seen the promotional shots that I'd taken the other day as well. So I'm going to start getting a promo up for it a little bit, and I'm hoping to release it to you guys exclusively before I release it publicly. So it's probably going to come only to you guys in December, and then it's going to go public in January, in the new year, when people are more fired up in January. But I want to deliver it to you guys before the end of this year, so that you get a sneak peek, and you get to be the first people to try it. I think you deserve it because you've hung around for so long while I've been making it, but I appreciate you for doing that. I really, really do. So thanks. Who's also pre-ordered a copy of Lewis's book yet? For Keep Delivering the Chocolates. Yeah, Nina thinks a lot of the milk tray advert man in my pictures. Who's pre-ordered Lewis's book yet, or are you going to pre-order it from Amazon? Because this is what we're going to be talking about on Friday. School of Greatness, great book. It's not available. Archie's done it. Awesome, man. Tweet Lewis that you've done it, Archie, at Lewis Howes, LEWISHOWES. Tell him that Ross told you to pre-order the book. He'll get me some brownie points with him, because I keep telling him I'm going to get people to pre-order your book, man. But it is great. Honestly, I wouldn't ever tell you to buy anything that I haven't bought myself, or I wouldn't buy myself. I promise you. So do that, and we're going to be talking. About this on Friday. So until Wednesday, when you're going to be checking in with your little comfort zone breakouts. Have a fantastic rest of the night if you're staying up or you're going to bed now, and have a great day tomorrow doing whatever you're going to do. Do another one on Wednesday, and then we'll talk about it on Wednesday night. Keep me posted in the Facebook group. Tweet me at Ross A. Grant, and let me know what's going on. That was fun. Cheers, Laura. Thank you. And if you are watching this on the replay as well, like I say, get over to actsonthis.tv, click on Periscope, and you can watch the previous replays. Get involved. You can always tweet me at Ross A. Grant, tweet the website at actsonthistv, or even tweet Bulletproof Actor, which is a new product I'm bringing out, a mindset course that's going to help people literally rewrite their life story, change their beliefs about themselves, and write an empowering, limitless life story for them to live for the rest of their life. Yeah, you can tweet at Bulletproof Act. It's not that kind of busy, the Twitter Bulletproof Act as of yet, but the closer I get to releasing the course, I'm going to spend more and more time on there as well. So thank you. Cheers for watching. Appreciate you all. Love you all. There you go. Said that. And I will catch up with you on Wednesday night. Until then, another fun scope says Kim. Until then, broke it, guys. Yeah, I can't. I can't get off the scope now. I've done this again. There we go. Wait a minute. I just always struggle with this. Wait a second. Thanks, Tracy. Love you too, guys. I can't. Oh, there you go. Boom. I've sorted it. Until Wednesday, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Bye for now.